What's up everyone, welcome to Here's Avenue. My name is Darren and today we're going to be talking about a few stories, but I want to talk about this San Diego Comic-Con story first, and it also involves the Snyder Cut. And why? Because there's a Snyder Cut rumor going around that Warner Brothers HBO Max app that's going to be releasing next year in 2020, the rumor is that they're going to be also putting in the Snyder Cut in the app. And I think this is a brilliant idea. You know, even if it's a rumor, I don't see why Warner Brothers wouldn't do this. I mean, right now a lot of people are looking at this app and they're seeing the price at, you know, $14.99 and maybe even $20 later down the line. And a lot of people are, you know, second guessing it. They might not even buy it, or they might not even opt in for it. And people that have a HBO Go app and they have the DC Universe app, they have both of, you know, both worlds already. Why would they jump ship and get this HBO Max? And I think by including, if you are a diehard DC fan or if you're curious on what this other version of Justice League would look like, putting it in the HBO Max is a great idea. You know, this movement has been ongoing ever since, you know, Justice League has gone, ever since, you know, it was released. And so putting it on there definitely sends a huge message to all the fans that, you know, we hear you, we support the cause now, finally, now that we have an incentive. I think this is a perfect opportunity for them to do it. If they don't do it, they're totally missing the ball and it sends the wrong message to the fans. And again, they're gonna be losing the trust and respect from all of us by not doing this. If you guys don't know, the HBO Max does have has some content from the DC universe. It's gonna have some DC movies on there, such as Justice League, and I think they're gonna put some shows from the DC Universe app on there as well. I think Doom Patrol is gonna be in there. Not sure about Titans. I forgot what the trailer looked like, but I know one of the DC Universe shows were on there, and I think some of the CW shows will be on there too. And some of the network TV shows are going to be on there, such as CW, NBC, TNT, CNN, TBS, and they're also going to put Friends. So if you guys are a huge fan of the Friends show, it's going to be canceling on Netflix and they're going to be moving it onto the HBO Max app. And so, yeah, I think, you know, it makes sense, like with the story, you know, with that release, the Snyder Cut bench that Rob talked about in his last video at Comic-Con. It definitely makes sense. To me, it's you know, even though Warner Brothers is now outright saying it, if this is true, you know, I'm connecting the dots, right? It just makes sense. Do it. You know, recently the HBO Asia app, or Asia Twitter account, they even retweeted this, so it sounds very likely that they're going to be doing it. I don't want to put all my hopes and dreams into this rumor, but it sounds very likely. I mean, the HBO Asia app is retweeting it. Asia app. I don't know if that means anything, but come on, just do it. Do it for the fans. You pissed us off enough. Just do it. I mean, you could release it off. You could release it as a documentary if you want, whatever, full-length film. I don't care. I just want to see some version of this Snyder Cut on there. And you know, as a DC Universe app subscriber myself, I don't see the HBO Max as an app that I want to do, that I want to like add on to my, you know, list of subscriptions that I have right now. I don't want to add anything else. $14 is a lot of money to add an additional streaming service, but if you add that Snyder Cut app, if you add that Snyder Cut movie or whatever, you got me. You definitely got me. So I want to know your guys' thoughts on this. Would you guys subscribe to HBO Max if they add the Snyder Cut on there? Let me know in the comments below. All right, so moving on, we're gonna be talking about this Shazam 2 topic. Just because Zachary Levi, he talked about how this needs to happen sooner than later, and this is what he said. He said, "The only thing I know is that they want to make it as soon as possible because those kids are growing up like weeds. So if we don't do that in like the next 2 days, they're gonna be full grown adults." And I know Rob talked about this in his previous video, but this you know, this tells me we might get a sequel very soon. And since they plan on making three, you know, they plan on making a trilogy out of this, we're gonna see that trilogy, you know, completed very soon, within the next 5 years. I think by the 5th year, you know, from the time this first movie came out, by the time the last movie comes out, it's gonna be by about 5 years. And I didn't really look up how old Asher Angel is right now, but I think by the time, you know, Asher Angel goes up against The Rock, he's gonna be a full-on adult. I think there's no way avoiding that. But if you want to avoid, you know, Asher Angel looking like a grown man, you know, shoot it right now. I mean, go into production by fall, and then complete it by spring, and then have it out by 2021. I think that'll be a perfect time to do it. There is no wasting time. If you guys watch Stranger Things, those kids are growing like weeds super fast. I mean, they're pretty much in their teens right now. I think right now, I think a lot of them, I would think some of them are turning 18. It's a little crazy. It makes me feel even older, but that's just how life works, right? I feel like they should have casted Billy Batson much younger than Asher Angel really is, because man, this movie is a hit. This is a hit. I don't know if they expect it to be a hit, but you know, if they expected to make a trilogy or like a sequel, they should have casted way younger. Alright, so moving on to the last story, and the last story is an MCU topic, and it pretty much talks about Taika Waititi, because Taika Waititi was supposed to be directing Warner Brothers' Akira movie, which is based on a famous anime story, but now he's going to be delaying that project, and it's going to be directing and writing Thor #4. And this is very exciting to me because I did like what he did with Thor Ragnarok. I definitely liked it. I wasn't as like excited and like obsessed with the film like most people, but I thought it was a pretty solid film. And so hearing that he's going to be returning to this fourth Thor movie definitely gets me excited over it. I mean, I think I would rather want to see a Akira movie first, just because of how beloved that film is, or that character and that franchise is. I definitely want to see that brought to life. So, you know, hearing he's gonna delay it for Thor 4, I'm not as mad. And I definitely want to see where Fat Thor goes. I'm wondering if he's gonna even be in Guardians of the Galaxy 3. I think so. A lot of people don't, but I definitely think he's gonna be in there for sure. I mean, he left off Endgame with them, and it just wouldn't feel right with him not being there, unless Thor 4 goes before Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and so we might see, you know, the Guardians in Thor 4. It could be completely flipped. But yeah, that's gonna be that. I'm excited for this movie. I want to know your guys' thoughts on this Thor 4 with Taika Waititi. Do you think he's going to make a successful movie again? Let me know in the comments below. Like this video again, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.